Hey guys, imagine this. These people just wanted a night of pleasure without limits, but what they found was limitless, yet pleasureless. Because that's the movie The Inspection, and I'm inspecting if you've already left a like and subscribed. Now, let's recap. A woman is driving recklessly as if she wants to get to a place on time. Along the way, she accidentally hits two homeless people and arrives at an abandoned parking lot where some people are already waiting. Everyone starts looking at each other strangely, but she explains that she came for the analysis because she knew there would be different things, at least that's what they said in the invitation. And here's the first tip of the day, folks. If someone happens to send you an invitation to go to an unknown place in the middle of the night where there's nobody around, you have two options: either be suspicious and don't go, or take some Vaseline because, worst case scenario, you won't be going in dry. They don't know what to expect until a big car appears with a very suspicious guy smiling at them. However, they are willing to do anything to find out what will happen that night, so they decide to get in. The driver doesn't say anything because he can't spoil the surprise of the night. Inside the car, it feels like a joke because there's a Russian, a skinny guy, an American, and a Chinese woman. It only needs a magic lamp and a bit of humiliation, and they are being taken to a deserted road far away from society. An elderly gentleman is sitting when a unique woman approaches him with a book. She asks him how he would like his evening to be, and he requests to be surprised in a way he has never experienced before. Without hesitation, she pulls out a syringe and injects it into his arm, as even the old man was getting ready to indulge in some pleasure. Meanwhile, outside, the four chosen individuals have just arrived, and the driver informs them that it's an exclusive and special place. They need to get out of the car and follow the path. Everyone becomes uneasy because they have no idea what to expect. They are taken to a special room, and the woman is waiting for them. However, they still don't know what to expect. She instructs them to take a seat, and each place has a special drink they like. It becomes apparent that everything was planned up to that point, and here we realize that something is wrong. The slim Chinese woman orders a gin and tonic, the Russian requests vodka with gasoline, the American asks for beer, and Latrell wants some chamomile tea. This is why I'm saying that this guy is not favoring his family. The old man starts saying that they can ask for anything because that night they can have everything they desire. They begin to introduce themselves. The American is a renowned writer. The Russian is an architect who knows all types of ancient architecture, and she starts analyzing the location. However, there's a problem: the racial quota has been exhausted, and the Chinese woman and Latrell couldn't present themselves. Just then, the old man appears and brings a whiskey, claiming it was crafted by the world's finest artisans and is over 150 years old, making it truly special. Everyone becomes inspired, as they've never had the opportunity to experience something like this before. The old man announces that he will make each one's dream come true, allowing them to surpass their limits. The writer expresses that he can't put into words what he wants to feel, but he is willing to do anything for the experience. The Russian states his desire to build something that no one has ever seen, something that transcends time like great works of art. Here, we see what the Chinese woman was after because she belonged to the spiritual world, and through this experience, she could transcend human thoughts. And of course, you must be curious about what Latrell does. Well, he was responsible for creating the best music in the world. Artists only became famous because he composed their songs. His talent knows no bounds. As they all listened to each other's dreams and talents, they started feeling like they were part of a hidden camera prank show. The old man seemed to know more about them than they knew about themselves. He hands them each a suspicious-looking white stick, and when they take a puff, they realize it was something entirely different. Only a few people would have access to something of such extraordinary quality. The Chinese woman begins to question what he does in life, and he reveals that he is behind everything that happens in the world. Only a few people have ever had the opportunity to be in his presence. He says that they have no idea how much money it takes to be as rich as he is. The wealthiest person they know doesn't even come close to what he possesses. Charlotte, the Chinese woman, wonders why the other woman is with him and not saying anything. She explains that she has been working for the old man for some time. Before that, she worked for the world's largest organizations, creating medicines that would change the world. But she decided to leave all that behind to lead a more peaceful life. She explains that she is with him because he pays very well, and there is no danger of dying like with other people. Working with major pharmaceutical companies is not easy, so with him, life is more enjoyable. To demonstrate that she knows what she's talking about, she opens some compartments in the wall, revealing various weapons, leaving the group uncertain about what will happen. She clarifies that it's just to show them that they have everything there. Then, she takes out a special box containing a unique white powder, which she claims is the finest quality baking soda. According to her, it is produced in the backyard of the house in the best climate. She adds a bit of black powder to the mix, saying it will open their minds to see what few can perceive. The old man takes a straw and snorts everything as if it were nothing. He says it's a special test. The American claims he can handle the test easily, but the Russian, although he prefers eating fire to such things, agrees to take the test to pass it. When it comes to Latrell, he doesn't want to do it, explaining that he just overcame this addiction. However, the old man insists that it would be the best experience he could have and disregards his excuses about a tragic family history, stating that he has enough money to solve any problem. Ultimately, Latrell reluctantly accepts the challenge. When it comes to the Chinese woman, she doesn't hesitate and snorts everything without a second thought. Everyone starts getting really out of their minds, and the room begins to spin as the effects intensify. The old man announces that they are now ready to see what he had kept hidden, and in that room, there's a special object he found many years ago with a unique power that would open their minds. They begin to enter several reinforced secret rooms until they arrive at a place where the Russian recognizes an ancient energy totem emitting power. The old man had gathered the greatest minds to try to understand what it was. The Chinese woman realizes that it is a meteorite but looks like the face of a creature. Surprisingly, the old man had never touched the stone all this time, fearing that something might happen. However, he became immensely wealthy because he could hear the hints it gave. When he finally touches it, everything begins to crack, and a sinister head emerges from within. Instead of running away, everyone stays, captivated by the sight. Even the old man's assistant starts rolling her eyes as if something was delving into their minds, looking deep into their souls. The assistant attempts to touch the head, but her hand starts melting due to the immense power emanating from it. The only ones who manage to escape are the Chinese woman and Latrell, thanks to their swift reflexes. This time, the racial quota worked in their favor. However, the head starts melting and transforms into a sinister creature that shoots rays, indicating the end of the world. Outside, the two manage to get into a car and speed away as fast as possible. The Chinese woman proves to be an exceptional driver, but despite their efforts, the monster enters the sewer system and emerges in the middle of the city. It seems like this is the end of the world. And that was the episode of the series Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities, and this guy must have something in his head to come up with such things. So, if you survived this film, just leave a like, because there's always more tomorrow. Now, I'm off. Bye.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me and I walk alone.